In this video, I will show a demo on taking a Drupal8 course on Drupalxcourses.org. So here is the home page. I see a bunch of courses. I want to learn Drupal8 module development, so I will register for the course here. It's asking me to register. Since I'm already a member, I will log in and sign in with any social media tools. So now I have registered for the course. Let me take the course. So go to courseware. So starting how to install Drupal 8 using Acquia Dev Desktop. I see some instructions to install Drupal 8 and let Drupal 8 know about my module. So some instructions to create the info.yaml file and some hands-on with the info.yaml file. I'm more interested in creating a page in Drupal 8 using a module. So I will learn about creating a page. Some tips on some information on the routing system in Drupal 8. Comparison between Drupal 7 and Drupal 8. And the routing structure explained with an example, all the parameters. And here is the cool interactive part. Now once I have studied all the concepts about routing and what a routing.yaml file is, it allows me to play with a routing.yaml file. Like create a routing.yaml file for my module that creates a location page. So it gives me a sample code and asks me to do some stuff like this is a sample code and it asks me to rewrite it with the simple my module name and also make the location page available at the path location and add title location to the location page. So here I can see a hint to machine name. So I have to change the machine name to my module name. So machine name is the module name and a unique name. So I'm changing it. Let me check if that's right. So it says error, wrong, because I have changed the machine name, but I haven't changed the controller. So let me change the controller. And the controller would be simple location section controller with my module name. Okay, check it. Still wrong because the module name is wrong here. Okay, check it. So now that the machine name is right, I have to change the path to be at location. So the path of the route should be at location path. So I'll change the path. Then next I have to change the title to location. So I have to add a title parameter. Underscore title location. And let me check now. And that's correct. We followed all the steps and now it's showing a preview array format of the YAML file. So this way it's an interactive tool to play with and learn Drupal 8 code. The other thing is once we created the routing.yaml file, the page needs a controller file. So some information on the controller file and a hands-on to write the controller file. So similarly, we have some sample code and some things to do. Create a controller file for the location page. First, we have to rewrite it with the simple location section. So namespace, the module name should be replaced with the module name. And module name should be simple location section. That's what we mentioned in the routing.yaml file. And that should be it. Let me check it. Okay, now it says correct. So we followed all the steps and we have rewritten the code with our module code, and we see a preview of the location page. And now I want to learn more advanced, like a page with a menu. So some information on menu system and hands-on with the menu.yaml file. So here is a sample code and some steps to do with the sample code. So I have to create a menu.yaml file for the module, for the location page module. So first thing I have to use my module name in the code. So here, module name, in the machine name, the module name dot the unique route name, and the route name that we mentioned in our routing.yaml. Changing the text wrap to be clear. So YAML file following the YAML syntax with proper indentation. Title, description, route name, and let's check. Okay, it says wrong, and the hint says you have to add a menu. So we followed till the description, but we need to add the location menu to main navigation. So if I don't know how to add a menu, I would see the answer, that is add menu name main. And here. And also I need to move the location menu to the left. So by default, if you don't put a weight, it would give a heavier weight. So since I have to move it to the first menu in the order, I will add a weight, say -10 to make it lighter. And it says correct. We followed all the steps right, and it shows a preview of the YAML file. And the next thing I want to do is some little hands-on on more advanced code. This is the cool part. So you see a patch for issue with the description, like this is a patch file for porting a Web4 module from Drupal7 to Drupal8. So it says take a look at the code and see if you understand how it will work. Click go to check the changes. So I see it here, and I see some annotations for the code created by other users or other learners. And let me see, if I click go, it asks me what is the appropriate reason for removing this code from the Drupal7 module file. This was in the .module file in the hook underscore menu, and this is being removed when we are porting it to Drupal8. So the appropriate reason would be this code has been moved to the routing.yaml file, and it checks and it gives some more description to that. And the same thing for hook underscore permission. Why was this removed? It moved to permissions.yaml file. And this logic, the menu callback function in the .module file .admin.inc, this was moved to the controller class. And that's how you can go through a patch file and see why was it removed or why new things were added. Like the module file has been changed with the hook underscore menu hook underscore permission, and we created a permissions.yaml file for that, access all web form results, which is being used in the routing.yaml as a requirement. So, and the path is here, mentioned here. And if I go to the next patch, I would see another patch file for the devel module, and this doesn't have the annotations because no user has touched it yet. So it asks me to take a look at the code, see if you can annotate the patch accordingly. This way, since now I know some of the information about the routing system, I can annotate this code so that it helps other developers who are learning the routing system. And so it's easy to annotate the patch. So let's say this is the devel module, and we are here. I see a new file, menu.yaml file. That's because in Drupal7.module file, everything, the route and the menu were all in the .module file in the hook underscore menu. And now in Drupal8, the route is moved to routing.yaml file and the menu moved to menu.yaml. So here the menu name and all that moved to the menu.yaml file. So I could annotate it like menu.name to .links.menu.yaml file. And yeah, code from Drupal7. So similar description, so that when a person looks at this code, and just like we browse through in the previous patch, the other users can learn from that stuff. This way, a learner who has learned some part in a beginner mode or an advanced mode can teach another user who is just learning. And if I go to another thing in the patch, it doesn't have a patch. It asks me to create a patch. So that way, any issue in the Drupal.org issue queue, we can ask the learners who are learning the system to upgrade the modules from Drupal 7 to Drupal 8. That way they will learn how to create a patch and contribute to the project. As well, simultaneously they will learn how it works and how to create the module. Thanks for watching the video. Please leave comments on it.